Do I need any prior experience in regards to enrolling at Full Sail University? The answer is it helps. It helps to know music production. It helps to have already experienced how to make a song. At least, I guess, knowing where the recording button is, the play button, the rewind button, understanding what regions are, and how to create crossfades. Um, have a little knowledge of logic. It really doesn't matter, to be honest with you. It helps. It helps you be more attentive in school. Yes or no. It depends on you. It depends on the person, because you can have all of this knowledge, and that might not be something that holds your attention. But it just really depends on who you are. But this is the question I want to ask, because I get this question asked all the time, and I figure I'd do a video. It's always, well, not always, but there's a lot of people who ask me, do I need to know any prior experience, or, you know what I mean, prior to going? What is your motivation? That's the question I want to ask you. What's your motivation behind music production? Is it you came across my videos and you seen how easy it was for me to do music and put the stuff together, and so you figure, I want to do what he do, and because you know that I went to Full Sail University, and you're probably thinking, maybe he learned all of that at Full Sail University, and so I can do what he do. Um, like I was saying before in my other video, I've been doing this for many years, even before I enrolled at school to pursue my music even further and get a degree and all that type of thing. I've already been doing music. You know what I'm saying? When I went to school, it was just the topping. You know what I mean? You know how you bake a cake and you got to put the icing on it, and then you may put a topping on it or whatever. It was the icing on the cake. For me, the cake was already built. The cake was being baked throughout the years of me bumping my head and learning this and that, and learning on my own, messing up a few times in order for me to get it. You know what I mean? Fall, bust my skull, get up, get back up, do it again. Most of that experience came from that type of thing throughout the years, right? But for you guys that has no type of music background whatsoever, I'm not gonna be that discouraging factor. What I will say, there is hope for you guys, but you have to have the mindset to go to school and willing to learn, and you got to be a very quick learner. You got to go in and you got to do business. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it happen, because Full Sail University, their courses are fast accelerated programs, and they are not wasting or spending a lot of time going through the very minimum, you know what I mean, the basic, like ABC 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the courses that they have are pretty much refreshers. They definitely go through music theory 1 and 2 and 3, and that type of thing. They probably doing something different. I haven't been in a few years, but I would think that their curriculum, the way that they move about things is pretty much the same. But like I say, this is one of the reasons why a lot of people say that they're skeptical of going, because first of all, the cost, and then not sure if what they'll be learning is worth it, and how fast everything is, and blah 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 blah, this and that. I enjoyed myself at Full Sail University. I'll do it again, like I always say. But you gotta do the work. And what helped me when I went to school, even though I have the background, I still applied the knowledge, because there was still a lot of things that I learned that I didn't know, and I just applied that knowledge as I was going. So if in me, I was working on a project, and I just so happened to took a course where we kind of spent a little time on mixing. I just took that and applied that to the mix I was currently mixing. You guys may not have that, that type of workflow, or that type of thing going on, because again, if you just someone just starting out and don't have no type of experience, where do I get that from? Well, you just gotta study. You gotta study, practice, keep at it. I'm telling you, because I went to school with this girl, and she had no prior knowledge in music production. All she knew how to do was rap. But because she studied and she stayed on top of her, she stayed on top of everything, she came out on top. I graduated with her on graduation day, and she had straight A's down the board. You know what I'm saying? Never had any musical. I helped her out here and there, but I didn't have to do that much helping. She knew what she was doing, and never had any prior experience. So it's definitely, it can happen. You know what I'm saying? It can happen. It just really depends on you. So my answer to your question, once again, do you need prior experience? It helps, but it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have prior experience, you just better have the mindset. What is your motivation? Why do you want to get into music? Like, your why needs to be strong enough, because when you go through these programs, you know what I'm saying, it gets pretty intense, especially in this music industry, this type of thing. You might want to try, start out by looking at a lot of my videos. You know what I'm saying? Look at a lot of my videos and kind of like, get a good understanding of how music production goes. And then, then you can enroll, and so you'll have like pretty much an idea. You don't want to just get into music, get into a program because your friends do it, or because you see a lot of people on YouTube doing it, and you figure, I could do it too, but I'm gonna go to school. You know what I mean? Your passion, you gotta have a passion in this thing, and it's gotta be something worth your while, because at the end of the day, you spending money. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I have for you. I hope that makes sense. It could definitely happen. All right. If you got any questions, feel free. As y'all always do, y'all don't never hesitate to ask me questions. I'm Elib. Remember, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture.